Welcome to Bo Family EV. I hope you'll like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Let's go.
We'd like to say that in our opinion it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Hey guys, I'm here in the Cadillac Lyriq, and this is definitely an upgrade from what I saw earlier in the Chevy Blazer. Right when you sit down, there's already some differences here. The controls for the seat are located here on the door instead of down below on the side, and right here is where you would adjust your leaning and tilting of the seat, as well as being able to lower the seat and get it into the position that you like. On the door panel is also things like the massaging seats right here, and you've got the heated and ventilated seats on the side. So all of those are right here on the door panel for you. The seats themselves are for sure an upgrade over the Blazer. Let's take a look right here. You can see these leather seats are really nice. They've got speakers here in the headrests, and it kind of smells like a Little League baseball glove, which is oddly something I appreciate for some reason. It's a satisfying smell when you get inside. Otherwise though, the space is very similar to the Blazer, but for sure just the way that it's done from a design standpoint, from the seat comfort and the materials, it is for sure an upgrade over what we saw before. Now switching back over here to the display itself, it is one piece that just kind of swoops around there, almost like the Lucid, but it's still using Android Automotive, so it's got Google. Hey Google, set temperature for 72 degrees.
Sure, changing the temperature to 72 degrees.
And it just instantly changes it. And of course, the same thing works for navigation. You've got your camera buttons here so that you can see your 360. There's an overhead. There's your standard view. You can go to your side view. So everything that we saw with the Chevy Blazer is included there in that same way. And then of course you've got your Google Maps that you would have in there, as you would expect. You just go right there to the Maps button. And I really do like how this can be on either display. I love that you can have the navigation there on the dash. For me, that's a great spot to have it. So you can have your music and stuff playing over here, and then you can have your navigation over here, which is where I think it's fantastically placed. One thing that I did get wrong, by the way, on the Blazer that I only realized when I was in here is on the charging area. So you can check down here and charge at whatever percentage you want to set it to. But what I didn't realize is here when it said preconditioning, I thought this preconditioning was going to be for DC charging and a manual precondition button. It is not. This is your cabin preconditioning. So not nearly as excited as I was the first time I saw that. So major correction there. Here you've got your one pedal drive button, and then your glove box, which is right over there. You can just hit that button and down goes your glove box. Other things that are different here is you've got this display for your rear view mirror. This is something the Cybertruck definitely can use. I love seeing that. And then the roof, a lot of people have glass panoramic roofs, but this one has an actual sunroof. So there's a switch here, and you just flip this back, and then this is going to open up your actual sunroof. And you can see that the back is coming, and you can have, of course, the panoramic glass like anybody else, but this one opens up fully. And so that's something that, you know, the Lightning does, of course, and some other vehicles do as well. But they really, when it comes to like the Teslas and the Rivians and some of these other ones, they've really kind of gone towards that more of just the panoramic roof, but not so much having it where it can actually open. So I appreciate that it opens. I really like the sunshade here. It's not something that you have to manually put in place or that doesn't exist at all. As a bald guy, I really like to see that. Close that glove box there. And then one other difference is the steering wheel doesn't have the controls that change the display, which I thought was a little bit odd. You do have here on the side where you're going to change your different displays that we saw earlier, similar again to the Blazer. So nothing really different there, but the Android Automotive is certainly snappy, and I love that it's not having to go off of your phone. I think this is something that Ford and others are going to do more, this Android Automotive. If you don't have the software that, you know, Rivian and Tesla have, you know, you lean on Android and Apple to kind of carry the weight for you. And in this case, I think Android Automotive is definitely an upgrade from Android Auto. Definitely my phone will get heated, and it will take the resources away and drain the battery. I will point out one other thing on here. The wireless charging is much better on this one, where it's placed to me. There's a slot there, and so it drops in. I really prefer that drop slot over the one where it kind of sits flush. So that's the interior of the Cadillac Lyriq. Really well done by Cadillac. This is the outside of the Cadillac Lyriq, and one of the cool things here that I love is this little touch of the crown will open up the tailgate. I just thought that was a really clever and fun way to go about doing it. Here in the back area, you've got your cargo cover, and your second row seating right here folds down, so all you do is just press these buttons here. Down goes the right, and down goes the left. That's pretty cool to see. I do wish they had the 110 outlet back here like we saw with the VinFast, but interestingly, it does exist just back here in the second row seating. So when you open up back here, these seats really easily pop right back into place, and you'll see there is an actual 110 outlet here in the back. So again, I wish I could see that in the back tailgate area, but that's just a personal preference. It's got the retractable handles, which I think is fun to see. Your charge port door is huge and opens down in a very unique way, and then it just closes right back up again. As usual, missed opportunity with the frunk area here. This is just a preference. Being a Lightning owner, I'm just so spoiled by the big, massive frunk. So anytime I see them not being used, I just think that's a missed opportunity. But where it really shines, as before with the Blazer, is inside. The inside definitely has those cool touches and things that I think I just appreciate as a driver. But here is the outside of it, and that is your Cadillac Lyriq.